Yo, so what is up, everybody? We are back today with a brand new video, and for today's video, it's actually something that we do not usually do on this channel. For today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the 2019-2020 Washington Wizards. So if you are indeed new to this channel, please be sure to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for your boy. We're on that big road to 1K, and that support could really help me out a ton, so I really would appreciate it. And also, if you haven't already, definitely go check out some of the other videos. We make career sims, what ifs, and tons of other NBA related content that you probably would really enjoy if you like watching rebuilds. And one final thing before we hop into this video, down below I'm going to drop my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Twitch. And if you guys want to support me, follow me. I will follow you back, so please be sure to follow those down below for your boy. But let's hop into this Wizards rebuild. Now, this rebuild might be honestly a little tough because, as we all know, the Wizards are kind of in a little bit of a stagnant situation. They have been a pretty good team over the last 5 years, always pretty much making the playoffs, but obviously John Wall's injury hurts them a lot. But don't get me wrong, this is no Knicks or Cavaliers rebuild. They definitely still have themselves some pieces in place. Obviously, one of them right here is a great example. Their first round pick this year, Rui Hachimura, who has a ton of potential to be a great small forward in the NBA. And obviously, another great one in Bradley Beal, with just absolutely how crazy he went at the end of last season. But for sure, Rui Hachimura still has a lot of ways to go to be a great NBA starter. I even saw some Giannis comparisons to him pre-draft, which maybe a little bit overboard, but there is a lot of potential for this 21-year-old in the NBA. So kind of playing around with this, Bradley Beal is going to be his mentor, so that's going to be the guy he kind of gets the badges off of. So we obviously have a lot of good opportunities here for him to get some better badges. Looking through what we can kind of get here, steady shooter wouldn't be bad. I definitely think I'm going to go with tireless scorer, because that will give him gold tireless scorer, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And to go along with one of our other young guys, I kind of want to see what we could do to improve Schofield, because Admiral Schofield maybe could pan out to be a decent role player, but I'm not even really sure. So let me just look at Admiral Schofield and kind of see who I can have mentor him. Mo Wagner, I don't even think it's really worth it. I was looking around. There's no one that can really mentor him to help him out enough to where it's going to really help us. So it's really going to come down to, I want to get the mentors to Rui Hachimura and Admiral Schofield. And Admiral Schofield, John Wall honestly could be a decent one for him, as he can give him some gold badges such as Acrobat, Relentless Finisher, and Consistent Finisher. So we will take that. So those are going to be our two big guys getting mentored this season, our two young guys from the draft. Looking at the team, we obviously still have a pretty solid team, and for the first year of this rebuild, I'm actually going to keep it intact. I know a lot of people wouldn't really do that. They want to blow it up right away, but I kind of want to see how this team would necessarily perform. We're going to start Rui Hachimura, because I don't think that you should draft somebody that high in the draft and have so much hope on them and not give them a starting spot. So it is going to go John Wall, Bradley Beal, Rui Hachimura, Davis Bertans, and Thomas Bryant. Not the most solid lineup in the league, but worst case scenario here, we bomb and we get a good draft pick, which really isn't the worst thing ever anyway, if you think about it. So, depending on how John Wall performs this season, I definitely might trade him at the end of the season and see what I can get for him. Admiral Schofield is only at a 70 overall, so he can't help us out too much, but I definitely wanted to get a lot of minutes to Rui Hachimura so he could try and get better. But here we go, we are about to hop into the first season of this Wizards rebuild and see just how good or bad this team really can be. Hopefully it turns out well, but you really never know. When it comes to the 2K sim, John Wall, Bradley Beal, and Rui Hachimura could go absolutely crazy, or it could be an absolute big 3 flop. So while we're at it, while this is simming, guys, please be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Like I said, it helps me out a ton, and it helps me make better videos for you guys. Also, if you guys have any suggestions of videos that you would want to see, any in general, leave them down below, because I do read those, and I do actually make a lot of the videos you guys suggest. Giannis got himself MVP, which is not too surprising, and the Wizards don't have anybody on the first, second, or third All-NBA team, but they do have somebody on the All-Rookie second team, which I was hoping Roy would be a little bit higher, but he's not. And as you can see, this season was a flop, not changing too much. John Wall, Bradley Beal, and Rui Hachimura could not lead us to the promised land, but Bradley Beal once again had a good season with 20.4, about 5 and 4. John Wall about 19, 3 and 7. Isaiah Thomas actually coming up as our third highest scorer, followed by Rui Hachimura and Thomas Bryant with a 9 and just about 11 season, which is not too bad at all. Rui Hachimura had an absolutely horrendous 3-point percentage, which we definitely have to get up in these upcoming seasons, but it's okay, it was his rookie year, and we are going to change a lot about this team during this offseason. Kind of simulating through the playoffs, you see Lakers versus the Nets, who would have guessed, and the Nets actually do come out on top with a Kevin Durant Finals MVP. And as you can see, we were projected to have the number 2 pick, but we actually, at the end of the day, thanks to the lottery, ended up with the number 1 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, which is huge. We can get ourselves a big player to help us out a ton. Going to pick our prospect. I know that there's some big names that are the 1 and 2 guard, such as LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, but we're not going with either of those. We're going to go with James Wiseman, the big man out of Memphis. That is exactly what we need. Thomas Bryant being our starting center is not going to cut it, and when I trade John Wall, which we are going to do, I should expect to get a 1 back in return. So our team definitely looks like it could be very improved next year. Anthony Edwards, then LaMelo going right behind us, just like I probably thought. Picking up these options, I really don't want Jermaine Jones back. Mo Wagner can come back, but I'm really not too excited to bring him back. He's nothing really crazy, and we really don't need Jermaine Jones. No qualifying offers for our team this year. Now we are going to be hopping into free agency. This is kind of what our squad's looking like. But like I said, we were going to trade John Wall, and I'm willing to give up a first pick alongside that. Lonzo Ball, Jamal Murray, I'm not really liking those options. Julius Randle's okay. Mike Conley, no. But I am liking this one. De'Aaron Fox, welcome to the Washington Wizards, boy. So now we already have De'Aaron Fox, Bradley Beal, Rui Hachimura, and our rookie at the 5. So we really have a lot of potential here with James Wiseman running the 5 as well. I really wanted to try and bring in either Spicy P or Anthony Davis since we had cap space, but I really did not give out good enough offers as Anthony Davis did not want to come here, and Pascal Siakam actually ended up getting my contract matched by the Raptors, which was a super tough scene for us for sure. So we really had to go towards that second tier of the free agents. Looking at who we could go after here, we need someone to play the 4, and I'm not too crazy about most of these guys. Maybe, I really don't know. I don't want to get Gallinari, so we pulled the trigger on Montrezl Harrell, so he won't be running the 5 for us, but he will be running the 4. And as well, we offered both Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Malik Beasley, who could both serve as some crazy 6th-man options for this Washington team. Obviously, we did accept the Malik Beasley contract, because in my opinion, he is a little bit more versatile of a player than Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is. So, looking at the team, it's very solid, as you can see, with our team looking like Fox at the 1. We're going to bring in Kenneth Faried on a minimum. Fox at the 1, Bradley Beal at the 2, Rui Hachimura at the 3, Montrezl Harrell at the 4, James Wiseman at the 5, and coming off the bench as our 6th man, Malik Beasley. So our team is super improved from what it was last year. We are now ranked 13, which I still think is honestly really disrespectful with how much we've improved this offseason. And I even may have missed out on telling you guys that we also brought in Jeremy Grant off the bench. So this bench squad is looking better than ever. Honestly, some of our 4th and some of our 7th and 8th options on this team are better than last year's 4th and 5th options, so we definitely will take it for sure. Once again, we are simming through this season, boys, so hopefully this season ends up as a big W, and us Washington Wizards can actually, once again, make a deep playoff run. So, lots of wins on this board, so I am super excited. It's looking like we probably will make playoffs this year, which is a huge W for sure. End of the season, once again, Giannis gets MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to LaMelo Ball, not James Wiseman, but it's okay. Big Al gets 6th man. Markelle Fultz, Most Improved Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year goes to Budenholzer. So none of our players are on the first team, or the second team, or the third team. I was hoping to see at least one on the third team, but honestly, it's really okay. Looking at the all rookie teams, wow, James Wiseman doesn't even make the first team, which is an L, but he does make the top of the second team, along with Cole Anthony, who you definitely would have thought would have made the first team. But honestly, it's okay, because we are the 3rd seed in the East, behind only the Bucks and the Sixers, in only the 2nd year of this rebuild. Looking at the stats from this year, Bradley Beal, almost 22 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, and 5 assists per game. We'll take that. De'Aaron Fox, 18.5 points per game and 9.1 assists per game. Montrezl Harrell, 15.1 and 6.7. And Wiseman in his rookie season, 11.1 and 6.5. And Rui Hachimura, averaging about 12 points per game, but he did get more efficient from the 3, which is one of the things we really wanted him to work on this offseason. Kind of looking at the league and seeing where everything's at. As far as point guards go, De'Aaron Fox is averaging the 3rd most assist among point guards in the league, which is a huge W. Bradley Beal's right there, the 5th among the 2 guards as well. I don't think that we're going to have any comp really for the rest of the positions for now, because Rui Hachimura is probably not among the best small forwards, and nor is Montrezl Harrell and James Wiseman of the 4s and 5s. So, as you can see, we have a super comp team. We're up against the Knicks in the first round of Dennis Smith Jr., Alonzo Trier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle. I mean, we really should smoke this team. We have a lot more talent than what they are working with. So, it would be pretty crazy if somehow we lost. I would be really upset, honestly. We start off 2-0, which is always a good sign, and we move it up to 3-0, and bang, just like that, get the brooms out, we sweep them up 4-0. Second round, we do have a really tough matchup, though, and really the scoring was super spread out well, but the second round, we're up against a super tough squad of Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, Joel Embiid, Al Horford. Like, it's just a tough team. They get up on us 3-0. We get 2 games back, and then unfortunately they drop us off 4-2. We put in a really good effort. I tried to shorten the rotation as well because I really wanted that to kind of be a thing. Because look at the rotation we were running right there. It was actually incredible. And I think that our team, honestly, on paper, is a lot better than even these teams, the Trailblazers and Heat team this year. But unfortunately, we did get dropped off by the Sixers, so we could say if this, if that, all day long. But at the end of the day, we have to wait until next year to try and compete. The Trailblazers sweep the Heat 4-0. Let's see what pick we have. We have the 25th pick. So the 25th pick, I guess I'll take this guy. He's a lockdown in the center position. Frederick Carpenter, he's probably our best bet to take here. We could use a backup 5. I know we have Thomas Bryant, and I know we already have James Wiseman, but if one of them walks, we definitely need a backup plan. De'Aaron Fox is now technically a free agent, so we are going to give him a lot of money, along with Bradley Beal, because we do want this pairing to be back for a long time, our point guard and 2 guard. And if I forgot to mention this earlier, this rebuilding challenge is trying to get a championship within 3 years. So this is our last year, the last window year for us to try and win this championship. Looking for a backup point guard, we have guys like Kadeem Allen and Tomas Satoransky. I'm going to offer Allen, let's see, 2 years, $11 million. And they actually matched his contract, so we won't be bringing him in, unfortunately, as our backup point. There's a lot of solid ones here. I wouldn't mind bringing in some of them, but I think Thomas Satoransky should be a very good option at the backup point guard position, and he is going to accept that contract for 2 years, $12.9 million. So we'll take that. Looking around, see if there's anybody else we can kind of pick up on a really good bargain deal here, because we're not working with too much money at this point. Probably like a power forward or center would probably be best for us. And there's Kenneth Faried once again. Let's see. 2 years, $5 million. He does not want to come back, which actually does kind of suck, because I was hoping to bring him back after we brought him in on the minimum, but he played pretty well, so I guess he deserves money somewhere. 88 overall now for Fox, 88 overall for Beal, 86 overall for Harrell, Wiseman up to an 83, Thomas Bryant up to a 79, Malik Beasley up to a 79, and Rui Hachimura up to a 79, and we are going to be sending Roy to the untapped potential camp, because I really thought his potential would be higher than a B+ in this game, but unfortunately they are hoeing him. We really need his development to speed up. I was hoping he would be past a 79 at this point, I'm not going to lie, but it's okay, we can work with it, we can make do with it for now. Looking at our system proficiency with the coach, we can max out at 3.5 stars, which is not the best, but we will take it. And they actually did put us a little bit higher in the power rankings this year, so hopefully the respect on our name will be warranted and we can make a little bit deeper of a playoff run than we did last year. Obviously, the 76ers crushed our hopes and dreams last year, but I think this year might be different with everybody honestly going up a little bit in overall, especially with James Wiseman going from what he was at a 79 up to now an 83 this year, and guys like Bradley Beal and De'Aaron Fox now being 88 overalls, really could push even 90 this year, and MVP actually goes to Karl Anthony Towns, and 6th Man of the Year goes to Bol, but on the Suns? That's definitely a wild card I was not expecting. And Lucas gets Coach of the Year. Looking at all the All-NBA teams, I still don't see one of our guys on here yet, which is a real shame. Not seeing Bradley Beal, and I'm not seeing De'Aaron Fox. But obviously, it's really tough to get on there. I can't lie. Let's just see what we did this year, honestly. So, looking at our standings, let's see. Bang! 4th in the East, we'll take it. So a little bit of a step back this year by about 2 or 3 wins, but we'll take it. It's still a W in our books, guys. So that doesn't mean anything about playoffs. We could make a deeper run. Bradley Beal just about 21 and 4 and 5. De'Aaron Fox about the same, 17.7 and 9.3. Harrell 15.2 and 7.1. Wiseman stepped it up a little bit this year, 15.2 and 7.7. Followed by Malik Beasley, and then Rui Hachimura, who definitely got a lot better at shooting the 3-ball, now averaging about 38%. At a time, he was only averaging 27%, off a decent amount of volume, so as far looking around the league, you see De'Aaron Fox is once again one of the best playmaking one guards in the league. Same with Bradley Beal, the 2. He's at number 4, which is super good. But once again, I don't think that our comp's really there as far as the 3, 4, and 5 go around the league. But it's okay. We have an elite 1 and 2 combo. With the solid 4 and 5, and Rui Hachimura just really needs to step up and give us some buckets. And we have a extremely talented bench here. We're up against the Pistons in the first round, who honestly probably should be a pretty easy win. As I say that, we go down 3-0 to this Pistons team, which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we need to tweak something, boys, because look at this team. Tell me that we should be losing. We have Jeremy Grant, Tomas Satoransky, Malik Beasley, and Thomas Bryant off the bench with this starting core that we already have. I really don't get how we would get down to that crappy Pistons team. That all that's left really is Blake, and it's just ridiculous, honestly, that we are down. So I'm making some tweaks, hoping that we could come back and win. I'm trying to shorten the rotation, do whatever we really can do here, but all I have to do right now is pray. We win a game, so maybe I did something right. We win 2 games, come on, and we win 3 games, we take it to 7, and we lose. That is a tough scene, boys. 32 points from Bradley Beal, 25 from Whiteman, bro, but it was still not enough, so the Pistons will be the team moving on to the second round, which is a tough scene. We are going to kind of sim through the rest of this and see how the playoffs actually end up turning out. No surprise, the Pistons are exited to the Knicks, who will probably be exited to the Hawks if I had to guess. And bang, oh wait, the Knicks actually won. Their team's Lonzo Ball, Jalen Green, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. I swear that our team is better than that, but obviously one of these teams is about to win. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe and watch more videos. Peace.